Hi, good morning. Right, we continue on our simple macro. Now, today I'm going to show you new things. Right, now, in the past two videos, I demonstrate to you how to timestamp with a macro. So that's the purpose. So now I'm going to say this is the first purpose, but I'm going to have a second purpose is to change the worksheet's name and alerts the user of such change. Now in your program, you should and always have stated the purpose or remarks. So the other debugger will understand your code easier rather than going through your code. So here I have added this code or this instruction, which is called worksheets one name and then change to timestamp. So what does that mean is that whenever we run this sub procedure, the first worksheet, in this case here, the first worksheet, their name will change to timestamp. Now because technically we've said we assign the value of timestamp to this name property of the worksheets object or collection. If you see that as is a collection, okay, and the one here is called the index of this collection. So it's a way to identify which items in the collection. So next, we'll show a user a dialog box. And the way to show that dialog box, a simple one, is called a message box. And the short file is msgbox. And entered a text. Current worksheet name has changed. So I'm going to run this code right now. Notice that the sheet 1 now changed to timestamp and it has a message box. Show up. Current worksheet name has been changed. So click OK. Here you are. So now the next thing is that we can actually have this code put into another sub procedure. So it makes the code modular. So whether we want to have this code or not to have codes, right? So how to make this modular, right, is that we have an sub and we give that a name. The first word is always a verb. Change what? Like change a worksheet's name is all you need to do. And we're gonna cut this into here. So let's cut this over here, right? So we need to provide a way for this timestamp to call, so-called call this another sub procedure. So the way to do that is just adding the worksheet, adding this procedure name right here. So there's no this thing. Okay, so I just rename it back to the normal. Now I'm going to run this code, but this time I'm going to show you step by step instead of running all one shot. So I'm pressing the save, put my insertion here. Instead of pressing the run buttons, I now press on the keyboard the function key F8. Now I'm pressing this, right? You can see that there is a arrow, right? Yellow arrow. So that is called step truth. So in that, I want to see the change. Okay, let me just delete this as well. So run the F8, press F8 to execute this line, right, or this instruction. You can see that now we're waiting to execute this line, right? So we're at the beginning of this line, right? It's not yet done yet. But once I press F8, you are asking Excel, right, go to this cell, take the current date, format into such format, and then put it into this cell D3. Just like user enters today's date into cell D3. So you can see that. Now, we're going to go to this change worksheet name. Now, the way to do that is that just run F8, right? It will go to, now we actually go into a new sub procedure. And we're now about to change the first worksheet name to timestamp. Now notice that I've changed the worksheet name to timestamp, all step by step. So current worksheet names has changed, right? That is the result of executing the last line. Now we end sum. And once we end sum, we actually return the control back to the one who called this change worksheet name. So we're now at timestamp 2. So that means from here, we'll now go back here and continue execute whatever lines we have here and end sum. So in this video, you just learned how to change the worksheet name and how to alert the user of such change, and as well as calling another sub procedure. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for